Okay, so we are ready to go to make this hat. So we're going to make this hat top down, and you'll need two colors. So I have my white here, and this hat is to fit an 18-inch doll like American Girl doll. I mean, there's other dolls that are 18 inches. There are Australian Girl dolls, Canadian Girl dolls. I think there's one called My Life. So there's a whole bunch of different ones that this hat will fit. We have American Girl dolls in our house, so this is what it's going to fit. Anyway, so what you're going to want to do is, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm just starting without telling you what I'm doing. All right, so we did our slip knot, and you're going to want to chain 2. And this hat is made top down. And you will work 8 single crochet in the second chain from your hook. So that's my first one. This is my second single crochet, and you're just going to work 8. Now, if you don't like this method, then you can certainly use a magic circle. I prefer not to use magic circle. It's not my favorite. I think this way is sturdier, but you know, if you really don't like this way, that's quite all right. Then feel free to do magic circle with 8 single crochet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I have 8 single crochet. Okay, I finished up round 1 with 8 single crochet. So now I'm going to join in my first stitch with a slip stitch right here. And we are going to chain 1. And we are going to work 2 double crochet with this color right in that same stitch there. And now I'm going to grab my second color, which is my red here, and you don't have to use red and white. I'm just using red and white because it's a Christmas themed hat, but it would certainly look cute in, you know, any color combinations that you want. Alright, so now right in that same stitch I'm going to work a double crochet. So we're working 3 double crochet right in that same stitch. So it's going to be a wee bit crowded, but it'll be okay. I promise. Alright, so now I'm finishing off that stitch with the white, and we're going to do the same thing. So in each stitch you're going to work 3 stitches. So 2 double crochet in your main color, and then 1 double crochet in your second color. So color A is my white, color B is my red. So 2 in color A, 1 in color B. And I'm going to do that all the way around, and then you'll have a total of 24 stitches. Okay, I'm in my last stitch right here. So I'm going to work 2 double crochet in my color A, my white. There's the first one. There's the second one. Now I'm going to pick up, and we're carrying our colors all the way around. So less ends to weave in. And when you carry your colors, you just don't want to pull too tightly, but you also don't want it to be too loose. So you just want to find that happy medium. So just watch your tension, that's all. Alright, and then we want to start off with color A for round 3. So I'm going to finish off that stitch with color A, and I'm joining with a slip stitch in my first double crochet. And you will have a total of 24 stitches. So now we're ready for round 3. So I'm going to chain 1, and I am working 2 double crochet right in that same stitch. And we're actually going to work 2 double crochet in all of the stitches. You just want to work in your corresponding colors. So when you come to a white or your color A, you will want to work 2 double crochet in that stitch. When you come to your color B, which is my red, which I'm doing right here, I'm going to want to work 2 stitches, 2 double crochet stitches in that stitch. And then we will have a total of 48 stitches all the way around our hat. So I'm going to continue that for round 3. Okay, so now I finished up round 3. So you can see we're looking a little bit wavy, a little bit roughly, but that's okay. I promise it's going to be all right. All right, so I'm going to join in my first stitch, and we are starting with color A. I'm joining with my slip stitch right there. Now I'm going to chain 1, and we are going to work some post stitches around these 4 stitches. So we're working a front post double crochet, so you're going to yarn over, you're going to skip this stitch, and you're going to work post stitch around the 3rd one. So front post double crochet, you work around this stitch, and we're going to do the same thing for this one right here. Oops, I'm picking up some red. No, don't want that. There we go. Technical difficulty, not a big deal. Okay, so I'm finishing off that stitch. Now we need to go over the ones that we skipped. So I'm yarning over, and we're working in the front, so just crossing right over in the front, working in that first one, front post double crochet, and now we're going over second one right there, and you can puff it out with your finger. This stitch is fairly sturdy, so you don't have to worry about it, you know, messing it up. You can kind of be rough with it if you need to. Pull that stitch out there, make it obey. Alright, so now I'm going to switch back to my red. So basically for this round we are working even, we're not adding any stitches. So we're just working 2 with color B of double crochet. So there's 1 and 2. And now I'm switching back to color A, and I'm going to do the same thing, working, skipping the 2 stitches, and then working a front post double crochet, and then working front post double crochet around this one. For some reason the red wants to, I think it's the yarn that I carried and my hook wants to catch on it, so just watch that. And then yarn over, and we'll work over the ones that we skipped. So it's a little bit fiddly, but it's going to straighten itself out as we go along. These are like the setup rows, so sometimes the setup rows can be kind of, you know, a pain. You're like, where's this going? This isn't looking too good. And then all of a sudden it straightens itself out, and it looks nice. So hopefully that's where this is going to end up. We'll see. Alright, and then I'm back with my color B, and I'm working even, just 1 stitch in each. So I'm going to continue this all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end of round 4. Alright, so I'm almost done round 4. I just finished up my last twist there, and now I'm working in my last 2 stitches with my color B, or my red, and I'm going to switch back to my white, finish off that stitch, and now I'm going to join in my first stitch right here. So if you're not sure, you can look at the tops of the stitches. So there's stitch 1, 2, 3, and there is stitch 4. Sometimes when they're twisted like that, it's kind of hard to see them, so if you just turn your work this way, then you can see the tops of your stitches. Okay, so now we are ready for round 5. So we're going to chain 1, and we are going to work front post double crochet all the way across. We're not going to be twisting these at all, so you're going to want to find these stitches right here. And again, as I said before, they're fairly sturdy, so you can, you know, use your fingers to manipulate them if you need to. And we're just going to work 4 front post double crochet, just like that. So we've got 2, and now we need to work in the last 2. So there's number 3, and there's number 4. Now I'm going to switch to my red right here, and I'm going to increase in the red here. So I'm going to work 2 stitches in each of these for a total of 4 with the red or color B. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Our hat needs to be slightly bigger so it will fit on our dolly's head. And I'm switching back to my color A, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work 4 front post double crochet, so I'm just kind of moving those guys to the front and center, and working my front post double crochet. So yeah, these stitches can get a little bunchy, but then it all turns out okay and it looks nice. So just have to trust the process. Okay, switching back to my red. So I'm going to continue around my hat. So you just want to work with your color B, work 2 stitches in each. And then you'll work your 4 front post double crochet in your color A. And I will see you at the end of this round. Alright, so we just finished round 5 and I've joined. I'm all ready to go with my color A. So we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to work front post triple crochet. We've been doing front post double crochet, but now we're going to do triple crochet. So you yarn over twice. We're skipping the first 2 and we are going to work around the 3rd stitch there. So right around our post, so yarn over again, front post triple crochet in the next stitch. And now we are going to go back to the stitches that we just skipped. So yarn over twice and front post triple crochet around those 2 stitches. So there's that one and stitch number 4 right there. And I believe our hat is now wide enough to fit around Dolly's head. So we have 64 stitches. So I'm going to pick up my color B, my red, and pull her through to finish that stitch off. And now I'm working 4 double crochet across. And come on camera, focus, there we are. So we're done with the increasing, now we're just working the stitches of our hat, turning it into a hat shape, hopefully. Alright, so now I'm going to pick up the white again. Going to work triple crochet. So we're skipping the first 2, so front post triple crochet around the 3rd stitch. And front post triple crochet around the 4th. And then we're working in the front and working around the ones we skipped. So yarn over twice. So there's these guys right there. And working our front post triple crochet. And finish up the last one, and then I'll switch to my color B. Pick up my red. There's my red. And now you can see we're starting with a nice little cable there. And we'll work even across, so 4 double crochet with color B. And you'll just keep going all the way around your hat, working your front post stitches and your double crochet stitches. So I will see you at the end of this round. Okay, I've just finished round 6. So you can see our cables there. So now I'm going to start round 7. I'm going to chain 1, and we are going to work front post double crochet all the way across, no twisting, no crossing, no skipping. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then number 4. And then I'll switch back to my red, my color B, and we are just working 4 double crochet all the way across, and then you'll go change back to color A and you'll work 4 front post double crochet all the way across. No twisting, no turning, no crossing, just straight up front post double crochet. So you'll do that all the way around, and that will finish up round 7. Alright, so now I finished up round 7, so now we're ready for round 8. So we are going to yarn over twice, and it's going to be a repeat of round 6. So we are going to skip these 2 guys, and we're going to work front post triple crochet in the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, front post, oops, I'm getting a little bit of a tangle, front post triple crochet. So now I'm going to work in my skip stitches there, so front post triple crochet working in the front, and then I'll switch back to color B, so there we go, finish off that stitch just like that. Alright, so now we are going to work double crochet, 4 double crochet all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, and then the 4 right there. And now I'm switching back to my first color, and we're going to do the same thing. So you'll skip 2, and then you'll work in the 2 that you skipped, your front post triple crochet, and then you'll switch back to your second color, your color B, and work 4 double crochet, and you'll do that all the way around for round 8. Alright, I've just finished round 8. So now we are on to round 9. And for round 9, this is going to be the band. We're going to switch to a smaller hook. So I have my G or 4.25 millimeter hook, because now we just need to shrink her down just a little bit so the hat fits really nice and snug around your doll's head. So what we're going to do is we are going to work 4 front post double crochets. So getting ahead of myself again, we're going to chain 1 and then work our 4 front post double crochet right around these next 4 stitches with color A. This yarn's splitting a little bit with the smaller hook. Alright, so I'm going to switch to color B, my red. And we're going to do some decorative little decrease stitches there. So I'm yarning over, and I'm going to work around both of these, work a front post double crochet, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing around the next 2. And I'm going to switch to my color A. And now I'm going to work front post double crochet around the next 4. And switch back to color B, and we're going to do the same thing with decreasing these stitches. We're just going to yarn over and work a front post double crochet around both of those guys. And we'll do that again around the other two. Oops, it's catching on the yarn that I carried, so don't do that. And then, whoops, let's finish up that stitch. And then switch back to my color A. So I'm going to continue to do that all the way around my hat. Okay, I just finished up round 10. So now we are going to do our last round. So we're chaining 1, so I'm starting with color A, and we are going to work 4 front post double crochet around here. And again, we're using our G hook just to shrink it down a little bit. You know, like when you're looking at a hat and the band is usually a little bit, you know, a little more, I guess, not as wide as the rest of the hat, so that it fits snugly on the head. So we are working just regular front post double crochet, and now I'm going to switch. Where is my red? My color B. And we did do some decreasing, so what you're going to do is just work 2 post stitches around each of the post stitches that you made from round 10. Oops, and I'm picking up the yarn that I carried. Let's not do that. There we go. And I'll pick up my color A, my white, and I'll work my front post double crochet around the next 4. So you just need to work your 4 front post double crochets in, oops, sorry about bumping the camera. Do that a lot. So your 4 front post double crochet in color A, and then you'll work 2 front post double crochet in color B, and you'll do that all the way around the hat, and then you'll join, and then you can cut your yarn. And the hat will be done, which is the exciting part. Alright, so I'm at my last stitch for round 11, and I don't need to change to color A because I am done. So now I just need to join it with my slip stitch. Come on, didn't want to be done. And now you can snip your yarn. Working through the camera trying to see where to cut. Kind of funny. Alright, so I'm going to draw that through, finish that guy off, cut my white, okay, so what you need to do to finish this up is just weave in your ends. Hopefully you won't have too many. And then if you want to add like a pom-pom or any other type of embellishment, you can. If not, you certainly don't have to. And you could block this hat if you felt like you needed to. So I hope you enjoyed this hat, and thank you so much for watching.